Yo, check this out.
Previously heard. Good Hope FM. Let's go.
Igor, he's alive!
All right, joining me in studio, I've got the founder and creative director of a business that started off as a t-shirt that he thought would be pretty cool, that would be pretty awesome, and years later has become a brand that has taken the nation by storm. How many stores? Is it 10 national stores now?
10 stores.
10 stores around the country. But before the stores, before all of that, there was a guy with a vision.
Yeah.
A guy who said, you know what, nah, I get that there are all these big brands from everywhere else in the world that our people love, that our people enjoy wearing, and you had the guts and the balls to go out there and say, you know what, I'm going to do it myself. Thatiso Dube, welcome to The Great Drive, bro.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Good to have you here, man. A phenomenal story that you have, a story that's been built over years.
Yeah.
Why fashion? Why clothing? Why?
Something I fell in love with at a very young age. You know, my mom used to dress me up.
Okay.
And I couldn't understand why. So eventually when I got older, I'm like, oh, this is how the world works. People like looking good, etc. So
Okay.
I eventually wanted to make people look good. So that's why I got into fashion.
All right, so talk to me about the process of that very first t-shirt.
We started in 2008. I was in matric.
Okay.
So usually like on a casual day, we used to like rock like t-shirts for our crew.
Okay.
So we were called the Cheese Boys.
Were you a dancer?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
We were just Cheese Boys, basically like
Okay.
a privileged kid or something.
Okay.
So we used to wear t-shirts. I printed them, Cheese Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Then the rest of the school started wanting the t-shirts, so we decided to start selling them.
Okay. How much did you sell those t-shirts for in high school?
I think like 150 or
Okay.
250 I think.
250.
Yeah, I think to make it was like $60.
Okay.
And I used to get $20 a day for lunch.
Okay.
So I just used to starve for 3 days.
Why would you starve yourself, though?
So I can print the t-shirt. So
Okay.
it was $60 to print the t-shirt. So I
All
used
right.
to starve for like 3 days.
Okay.
Get the $60, go make a t-shirt, sell it for $250. Make another t-shirt, make 2 more, flip, sell, etc.
Is this you in high school?
Yeah. Matric.
How many t-shirts do you think you sold in high school?
I'm not sure. I wasn't really recording. We were just selling and chowing the money. You know how it is.
Wow.
Yeah. So from there, the females wanted their own version of the t-shirt, so I did a Cheese Girl t-shirt.
Oh, wow.
Then eventually I wanted to put them together, so I was like Cheese GALXBOY, but like the name was too long, so I just ended up with GALXBOY basically.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's how I got the name.
That's how you got the name?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So now you finish high school?
Yeah, now I finished high school. I go to university.
Okay.
I actually wanted to study sound engineering.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted to make music, be a DJ, etc.
All right.
But my dad didn't want me to do that, so I ended up doing accounting, internal audit
Okay.
at University of Pretoria.
Mm-hmm.
I was good at math, accounting, those stuff, so I did that for like 2 years, but
Okay.
I wasn't feeling it, I felt like, nah, this is not me.
This isn't me. I don't want to be behind a computer counting numbers the whole time.
So
Okay.
after 2 years, I changed the course to retail management. There was a bit of fashion in it.
Okay.
But I still had to do the accounting and blah,
Okay.
blah, blah. So I did that for 2 years again. Then by 2012, I was like, so in the background, I'm busy researching, developing GALXBOY, doing this, doing that, developing logos, researching about what's going on. Then 2012, beginning of the year, I told my parents, I asked them for a gap year.
Okay.
To try this GALXBOY thing. If it doesn't work out, I'll go back.
So hold on. You're telling me you went to your parents.
Yeah.
Your parents were like, yo, we're going to help you through high school. We're going to help you through varsity.
Yeah.
And now you're going to tell them, no, Mamelan, I'm going to take a break.
Yeah.
I want to make my own clothing.
Yeah.
How did that conversation go?
I mean, my dad was supportive.
Okay.
My mom was a bit scared. What blood? You need something solid. But eventually she gave in, so yeah, 1st of January I left school, started working on the brand. Then that same year I worked for Keep
Okay.
as a designer.
All right.
And instead of, I think Nkosana wanted to pay me like 6,000 Rand a month. I was like, nah, I don't want the money. I want you to teach me how the game works.
So you worked for free?
Yeah.
How long did you work for free for?
For the whole year, like 12 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So he taught me everything, like the game, like way to do this, way to do that. Even I think when we designed the winter collection in July, he told me, yo, I'm flying to China. Do you want to come and see how it goes? I'm like, yeah, no doubt. He said, yeah, come put together, I think 10K, then you can come with me. So I asked my dad for 10K, he gave me. Flew to China. When I got to China, my eyes were like open, like 24 hours. Like, okay, this corner is here, this what.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 3 months later, I went to China back alone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, then that's when basically my contract ended at Ama Keep, I think around September. So that's when I started working on GALXBOY, doing samples, blah,
And
blah,
this is
blah.
2012.
2012, yeah.
And if, correct me if I'm wrong, that's 2012. By 2014, you had already hit R1 million
Yeah,
as GALXBOY.
by 2014, we were opening our first store in Hatfield. So between 2012 and 2014, I was selling from the boot, delivering myself, blah, blah, blah. Then by 2014, we opened our first store in Hatfield. Went on about 3 years, I think. 2017, the store closed down. Reason behind that, obviously, I knew how to make the clothes. I knew how to sell the clothes. But business-wise, I was terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why the store closed down. Management issues, like we couldn't manage the brand, the store, financials, etc. So the store closed down. It's like a depressing time for me.
Really?
Yeah. Look, I think I went underground for like 2 years or so.
Yeah.
So I couldn't do much, because we had got into business with these other guys, signed a funny contract. For those 2 years, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't produce. I couldn't drop anything. So you can imagine.
A creative being told to not be creative.
So I was just designing at home, and the stuff just lived on the laptop. You know what I mean?
That's insane. I'm gonna stop you right there. You've got quite a phenomenal story. I'm loving this. If you have any questions, 071-286-0639. We're talking about how a t-shirt can turn into a brand that's taken over the country. And if you've heard this story, he literally from 2012 decided to leave a contracted job and decided to go on his own. And in that year, opened his own store. And then within the first year, he hit the mark of R1 million in profit. We're going to be chatting about what does the mind of an entrepreneur have in it for you to reach that kind of goal. If you have any questions, 071-286-0639. It's the Great Drive, man. This is an exclusive. You're only getting it here.
Don't have a good drive.
Have a great drive.
Have a great drive with Kyeezi. Only on Good Hope FM.
An exclusive chat we're having with the founder and creative director. You still like being called the creative director of GALXBOY?
Yeah, that's my job. Like, that's my only job there.
When you consider yourself a creative director, what does that actually mean?
I basically direct the brand, what type of products we have to make, what type of prints we have to make, what's in, what's out.
Okay.
So yeah, just basically, if you're a designer in my company, I'll direct, don't put the logo there, put it here. That's basically what a creative director does, yeah.
And how many designers do you have for your brand now?
None. I am the designer.
So you're the only designer
Yeah,
still?
currently, yeah.
Jeez, bro.
I'm still looking, but it's very hard to find someone that understands being a graphic designer and a
fashion
designer, yeah.
Is there a distinct difference between the two?
Yeah, because you have to, someone can do a good logo, but placing it on clothes is a different story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a science towards fashion, especially streetwear? Is there a science behind streetwear in your opinion?
Not really a science, but like you just have to have the eye, Yeah, it's all about the eye. You need to know that when I put this here at this size, it's gonna work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's where things happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to find out from you. You guys have been in business now for how many years?
14 years, I think.
If you could go back to year 2 with all the knowledge you have 14 years later, what would you tell your younger self?
I'd say, keep going. Don't lose faith.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Thinking about all the hurdles we've been through, any other person would have given up.
Okay. What would have made you want to give up making clothes? Talk to me.
Especially when the first store closed down, I thought this is the end of the world, I'm going to have to just go back to school and be a normal person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but something told me, no, Joe, just carry on. this is your vision, this is your dream, you know where you want to end up, so this is just a minor setback, you know.
Alright.
There's something for you at the finish line. Yeah,
Absolutely. Now, it's said that especially in business, and I wonder with regards to fashion business if it's the same. A number of businesses, 75% of businesses don't make it their first business cycle, which is the first 5 years of business.
yeah.
Now, we know a lot of clothing brands that always come out. Someone has a really awesome t-shirt or someone has a really awesome hoodie. What did you understand about the industry that has given you 14 years of consistently being able to be in the industry?
I mean, I think for me, fine, you know, you have to be talented, you have to make good products, you know, that dope tea, etc. But moving forward, you need a structure to carry that t-shirt to the rest of the world, you know what I mean? So for that t-shirt to end up in a France or a London, there has to be a structure where, you know, logistics, business manager, accountants, HR, etc., marketing, blah blah blah. So you need to have a structure that would get that dope t-shirt overseas eventually. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's something that's very important in terms of being an artist, a photographer, musician, a designer, etc. You need a structure, a team that's going to help you share your dream with the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I speak under correction. Didn't you design a t-shirt for Black Coffee, a very specific one for his Madison Square Garden concert?
No, that wasn't me.
Okay, but you did one for Black Coffee.
I did one for Major League.
Major League.
Yeah, Major League DJs, yeah.
And that was seen all around the world.
Yeah, that's sold out. We stocked a few more, so now they basically travel in the world with the Balcony Mix event. A few weeks ago we were in Durban. A few weeks back we're in New York. Next month we're going to UK. So we basically just every event we putting up a pop-up, selling those t-shirts. Yeah,
Unbelievable, man.
so that's another way to expand the brand overseas, you know, get it known
Unbelievable.
through music.
This is beautiful, man. Absolutely love it. Come through with your questions. I see them coming on that WhatsApp line 071-286-0639. Join in studio, founder and creative director. And I need to say it right now, GALXBOY. Thatiso, hold on. We got a voice note for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's GALXBOY, but it's GALXBOY. This guy's an amazing story. It's awesome, man.
So, how does it feel for you, right? This started off in high school, just making t-shirts for your crew. Years later, there are people all the way in Cape Town, there are people all around the world who know your logo, who know the idea that you thought of. How does that feel?
It's the greatest feeling, I think. Even till today, I'm not, I haven't
You're very humble in your nature.
Yeah.
You're very held back in your nature, but I do think you have a reason to hold your chest out, bro.
No, it's Pitori. That's how they raise us in Pitori.
Okay. How do they raise you in Pretoria?
You have to stay humble
Is that what they say?
in all conditions.
And why does everyone in Pretoria sound the same? You have to stay humble. Just like that.
No, that's how they raised us. That's who we are, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You've been in Cape Town recently, and obviously you've taken in some of the designers here in Cape Town.
Sure.
What is your thought on the Cape Town streetwear industry? What do you think it has that's awesome, and what do you think it lacks?
I think there's a lot of talented guys here. I just feel like they need to go a bit more commercial.
Okay.
So that the rest of the world can see the stuff, So I think maybe work on moving their dreams out of Cape Town and sharing it with the rest of the world, rest of the country.
Isn't that scary though?
Yeah.
Weren't you scared of moving your dream out of Pretoria?
Yeah, I mean, you have nothing to lose if you think about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just put it out in the world. Whatever they say. Whatever comments you get, work on it, make it better, put it back into the world, and eventually they'll get used to it. And you know what I mean. So you just have to do it. You have nothing to lose.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Last question, and this one's for me.
Yeah.
If you could have one person wear a garment that you designed anywhere in the world, one specific person where you would say, "Okay, I've made it." Who would it be? I have a feeling. I have two names in my head, but I want to see. Who would it be?
I think Nigo, you know Nigo?
Nigo.
Yeah, I used to do Babe.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like the founder of Babe till he sold it.
Okay.
I think that's the main guy that I would say, yeah, we at the top right now.
Okay.
After him, probably Kanye West.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah,
Do you think Kanye is as influential as he says he is?
he is, definitely.
Did he shape your mind with regards to fashion?
Yeah, I've been studying Kanye West since I was in high school. I have folders of pictures of him. Like, every move he does, I've been studying. He's a guy that basically does whatever he wants, put it out in the world.
Yeah.
He lives like he has nothing to lose. You know what I mean? He's a big inspiration for me because whatever he wants to do, he does it, whether he fails or not.
Okay.
But years later, people are still catching up. People are still copying him. So yeah, he's that type of guy that I actually want to be. Yeah.
All right, man. I mean, thank you for sharing that. I didn't know that. I was gonna say I thought you were gonna go for Pharrell, but Nigo and Pharrell are the same guy.
Yeah, Pharrell is more music than fashion. You know?
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue with the fashion guy. I'm not gonna do it.
The Great Drive with Kyeezi.
With Kyeezi.
Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. only on Good Hope FM.